Hello and welcome back, and this is going to be kind of a quick video. If you saw the cool electro store and ball video, you knew that I was about to tell you about my grandpa and Sunoco gas stations. Okay, this is just one of the cards that they gave out, and I have another one that has Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck on. I need to find that one. But anyway, these are old magazines, obviously, and they're actually from the 40s when my grandpa first started in the gas business. Now here's a letter from dated 5/4/1976, and it's to John, who was my grandpa. I'm just going to read it to you real quick. I enjoyed this magazine, especially the article on pages 10 and 11. I found this in the trunk of the Ford, which was an old car. I thought you might want to keep it. We picked up Better Built over in Smyrna, Tennessee. So far, we were making their doors. It has made a difference. They usually pick up their doors and have been getting about 500 at each pickup. How are you feeling? Better, I hope. When are you going to be on over this way? I haven't talked to Betty. So my figure has not been confirmed, but my total sales figures show we put out about 34,500 last month. So for this month, seems about as good. We have to get about 1,100 doors by Friday. It's managing to keep me busy. Harry did about 115,000 last month. Drop us a note sometimes, Bob. I think this is my Uncle Bob. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's someone who worked for my grandpa. But anyway, I think he's talking about putting doors on cars. But in the back of the old Ford, he found this magazine, and he said to turn to page 10 and 11. So, isn't this cool? Hold on. You know me. Gotta look at these old ads. But look, here's page 10 and 11. And look, it says, 10-cent screwdriver and a penny piece of chalk serve as surefire sales weapons in the tire department of J.G. Robinson of Clearwater, Florida. That's my grandpa. That's a picture of him. And look how it's kind of drawn. Isn't that cool? This is, okay, I'm going to get a date. Hold on. Let's see. 1947. Yep, here we go. Sunoco Diamond, April 1947. Okay, let's go back. Look at these old ads. Okay. Anyway, now my grandpa invented or innovated this technique to sell tires. There's a nice picture of him in action. What he would do is he would put the car up on the rack, and he would take a piece of chalk and he would circle all the places where there was a rock or a nail or anything that could possibly puncture the old tires. And then, get off. Okay. All right. Now, and then, let's see. Then when the Motors returns dealer Robinson says something like this. Mr. Smith, have you noticed that nasty cut in your left front tire? I've circled it and some of the other minor defects on the tires too. From there, he swings into his sales talk. Dramatizes the driving hazards of old, worn, or unsafe tires. Compares the one on the wheel with a fresh new Kelly. And then quotes an attractive but profitable trade-in allowance to close the deal. Afterwards, he makes sure to remove all chalk marks from the tire with a damp cloth, at the same time pointing out that removing the chalk doesn't eliminate the dangers of driving on bad tires. So successful, and he used a screwdriver to pull them out. So successful is this screwdriver chalk technique that Griff uses it at every opportunity, when the car was on the lift, whenever tires are being repaired or switched. So and I'm just really proud of him for making the corporate magazine like that. And actually, he would go on to... well, this was his first station, but he would go on to buy a few. And a quick story, I just want to tell you, in case any of you think that was just an unscrupulous sales technique, I want to tell you a little bit about the character of my grandpa, and that something that meant a lot to me. When he worked at that gas station, and this was in the 40s and 50s in Florida, a lot of times homeless people would drift by. And my grandpa never ever gave money to homeless people. Instead, he gave them a business card and he wrote his name on the back of it, and he told them to go across the street where there was a restaurant. And he said to show them the card, and they would serve that person a meal, and then my grandpa would pay for it. And then he had the hopes that if the person would get a good meal into them, then they might actually, get clear-headed enough to maybe reevaluate their life and make better decisions. It worked with one person. One person, after having a meal, he came back and asked for a job, and Grandpa helped him out. and that person actually became one of his most loyal employees. So I just wanted to share that story, and that's one of the many things about my grandpa that was just known about him. And when he did pass away, it was standing room only at his funeral. So anyway, enough bragging about my family. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I got many more to show you, so stay tuned.